I can't believe zucchini can taste this good. If you have a lot of summer zucchini, you are gonna make this zucchini bread on repeat. It is moist, soft, and amazing. And I'm craving some zucchini bread, so let's get started. We'll start with some quick prep. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit with a rack in the center of your oven. Then you're gonna generously butter 2 8x4 metal baking pans. This recipe makes 2 loaves of the most amazing zucchini bread, and you'll be glad because it disappears fast. One of the things I love to do when making any kind of sweet bread is to line the bottom of the pan with some parchment paper. This makes it really easy to release and lift up the bread when it's done baking. Also, the butter underneath helps the parchment paper to stick to the pan without shifting around. Now to make the zucchini bread, you'll need a large mixing bowl. Add your flour, also baking powder and baking soda. And the combination of baking soda and baking powder gives this bread a beautiful rise. You'll also need some salt and ground cinnamon. Whisk that mixture together until it's really well combined. Whisking also helps to aerate the flour, and it's just a whole lot easier than sifting, which isn't necessary in this recipe. Alright, set that aside, and in a second large mixing bowl, add your eggs. As with most baking recipes, you'll want to make sure the eggs are at room temperature. Next, add your oil. I'm using extra light olive oil because I use it for most of my cooking, but you can also use canola or vegetable oil. Also add your granulated sugar and your vanilla extract, and of course we're using our homemade vanilla extract. It's a 2-ingredient recipe and I will link to it in the notes. Whisk that together until it's really well blended. One of the things I love about this recipe is it just comes together with a simple hand whisk, but you do want to ensure it is really well blended. Now add your flour mixture to your wet ingredients. Now whisk that together until it's completely smooth without any lumps in the batter. The batter will be very thick. Mixing it together does take a little bit more effort, but it will come together. Now onto our star ingredient, the zucchini. You'll need 1 pound or about 2 medium zucchini. Trim off the ends, then you're gonna grate those zucchini on the large holes of your box grater. When you're done, you should end up with 3 cups of grated zucchini. I do make sure to measure the zucchini because if you add more than 3 cups, it can weigh down your bread. And if you have any left over, you can make yourself some zucchini fritters, or let me know if you have any ideas for grated zucchini. We have so much zucchini this time of year, I would love to hear your zucchini recipe ideas. Add the grated zucchini to your batter and gently fold until it's combined. You want all of that zucchini to be evenly coated in batter. Now on to the fun part. You can make this as a classic zucchini bread, or you can add some variations. Some of our favorites include chocolate chips or chopped nuts. You can either use pecans or walnuts. I'm gonna add some chopped pecans to this zucchini bread. Or you can use raisins or even dried cranberries. Use one or use a little bit of everything. There are so many ways to change up the zucchini bread, and I would love to hear your favorite variations in the comments. To ensure I portion this zucchini bread evenly, I do love to use a scale. Zero it out, then start adding your batter. This will help you gauge exactly how much zucchini batter is going into the pan. My kitchen scale gets a lot of use, and I will link to it in the notes. I've found that if I portion things evenly, especially for cake layers, they'll bake at the same rate in the oven. Speaking of baking, our oven is preheated. Set the cake pans into the center of your oven and bake at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for about 50 to 60 minutes. When it's done, the top will be puffed, and when you insert a toothpick into the center of the loaf, it will come out clean. You'll want to let those breads cool in the loaf pans for about 10 to 15 minutes. Then you can transfer to a wire rack and let them cool completely to room temperature. You can see how lining the pans with parchment paper makes it really easy to remove from the pan. I also like to take off the parchment paper to make sure it cools evenly all around without steaming at the base. We do have a really good recipe for banana bread, but this zucchini bread is ready to be enjoyed. It's just a little bit warm still, which is okay. You never want to cut into a hot bread because then it can get a little bit gummy, but it's just warm, totally fine. I can't wait any longer. And my kitchen smells like a bakery. I'm telling you right now, it smells so good. Oh, and it's calling my name. Okay, here we go. I'm just gonna slice right into this. And I do love to cut bread with a serrated knife. That way it gives you the cleanest slices. You ready? You ready, ready? Ready, ready? I am. Look at this, look at this. Oh my gosh. Check this out, check this out. It is incredibly moist and tender and loaded with zucchini. Wowie kapowie. This is so good. The only thing I think could make this better is just covering it with my whipped honey butter. But you don't need to do that, all right? You could just enjoy this with a cup of coffee in the morning. Literally, this is all I need for breakfast. It is such a treat. Oh man, it's like breakfast or dessert, whatever you want it to be, right here. Okay, here we go. I'm just gonna dive right into this taste test. Oh. It's so good. Literally, it's hard to believe that this is zucchini bread. If you close your eyes, you probably would never guess. And you can see the little flecks of zucchini in there, but wow, 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 wow. And look at how soft this is. I mean, just look at this. It's amazing. So moist. And this stays moist for days. That's the other thing I love about this. It's so tender and soft the next day and the next day. What a treat. Questions from the peanut gallery say, can we use yellow zucchini, technically squash? Yes, you totally could use yellow squash and it would taste really good in here. Question from the peanut gallery. What about cucumber? No. Sorry. All right, I'm gonna enjoy the rest of this, but oh my goodness. Oh, you know what? I know somebody who's been waiting for this, who absolutely loves my zucchini bread. I'll be right back. Let's go, I have a surprise for you. All right, the grand entry. Okay, girlfriend, take a bite. All right, what do you think? What do you think? What do you think?
Now this is how I eat my zucchini.
That's right. That's what she said the first time she tried it. All right, awesome. Thank you, taste tester. Are you stealing more pieces? Also, if you guys love zucchini, make sure you try that one right over there. That is a recipe we make on repeat all summer long. And let me know if you guys have any recipe suggestions in the comments. I would love to hear from you, and we'll see you on the next episode of Natasha's Kitchen.